In 10 seasons as senior coach at Central District, Roy Laird, amazingly, has never lost a minor final. That was until yesterday when they went down to the Bloods by 27 points. In a game that turned out a little bit spiteful at the end, West Adelaide rallied and took everything that Centrals could throw at them. Let's have a look at the highlights.
Couldn't really pick the winner of this at the start of the game, and it was nip and tuck all the way. And look, I was really happy with the way Central started off here. Goodrum snapping a goal, and they got on the scoreboard, and that's what they've done in finals, isn't it?
They do. They put you under the pressure very early in the contest, and that's what they did early. West Adelaide really had trouble with their foot disposal, I thought, in the first half, and then they sort of got that act together in the second half and able to go inside forward 50 on a few times. And when they did, they actually kicked the goals going inside, and that's a fantastic goal here. Beautiful goal here by Bicknell, just running inside forward 50, spots the man inside, and Fisher was able to take a good catch there.
Yeah, Central's never out of it, and Ryan Williams slotting a goal here. They are always about 10 or 15 points between the two sides, and then away over the top, and Brad Symes, I think you signalled this as a goal just as soon as it hit the boot.
You could just see Symes getting on the end of that contest as they're rolling forward, and just knew once Symes had it in his hands, the ball was always going to go through for the goal. I commented on that one there of Brad Fisher. His ability to take the ball cleanly enables that goal to happen. Under extreme pressure, you've got to take the ball cleanly in this competition.
Bulldogs know how to win finals, and they know how to stay in finals, and they were doing their very best. But this man in the end, in the last quarter, just proved to be the game breaker.
He was a difference in that last quarter. His ability to get on the loose ball, find some ball up forward and get away off his opponent and finish the goal once he did get ball in hand was first class.
Yeah, and just the way they moved the ball in the end, this is Brad Fisher, just never out of the contest, burst with quick hands, and then Ben Fisher. It was all the Fishers in the last quarter, and Ben just dobbing a beauty. I think they thought they were home at that stage. Yeah, quarter by quarter, and it was all nip and tuck. West Adelaide leading at every change, but the Bulldogs were always in it until that last term when West Adelaide really put the foot down.
As I said, the game did get a little bit spiteful towards the end. There were a few incidents I'm sure the SANFL match review panel will have a close look at. OK, let's have a look at better players for West Adelaide. Well, Brad Fisher was sensational with 4 goals. Brad Crouch, the Young Crows listed player, was good also, and Chris Schmidt, impressive for West Adelaide. For Central District, Brad Symes was their better player. He is the Magarey Medal favourite, and deservingly so. He picked up 31 disposals. Sadly for Central District, young Troy Menzer also had a nasty knee injury, which will be interesting to see how that shapes his draft prospects heading towards the AFL draft later this year. We'll keep you abreast of that. OK, in the early game, North Adelaide got off to a really good start. The Eagles were playing catch-up football right throughout the day. North Adelaide holding on the end. Lewis Johnson had a great start for the Roosters. He kicked 3 goals in the first term. Let's have a look at the highlights now.
Well, the SANFL finals got underway, and North Adelaide up against the Eagles. The Eagles had done everything right to get to the finals. They started off poorly in the season, but North Adelaide were up and about with Max String kicking that goal.
Yeah, North were up and about, especially early. They got out of the blocks pretty early in the piece, and they were at the contest, led by some of the younger blokes, Amato and Mays and Thring and these types of blokes. Jimmy Allen's just clever footballer. It actually spot up Lewis Johnson, and wasn't he good early in the contest?
He was, and this man always breaks the lines, Lee Riswick. Very, very good player, and this is an excellent finish.
Yeah, he was very good out on his wing, just ran and carried the ball. I thought Fitzgerald was good. Lewis didn't find much of the ball through their midfield, and they really struggled to go forward, but when they did go forward, I thought Fitzgerald was dangerous up there.
Yeah, and has played a little bit of football down back, and he kicked 3 goals, I think, Sticks, and that was his first 3 goals of his career. So here's Thompson rolling one in, saw the open goal square and rolled it through beautifully.
Yeah, very talented, Kriston Thompson. Got some real good skills. So is this bloke. Goldsworthy across to Fitzgerald again. Just got some real calmness about him when he gets the ball in his hands.
Here's James Bennett, who was a pretty good player for them. He also saw the open goal square, and that's what North were able to do. They were able to use the ball well, and this man, Riswick, and Sam Mays, I thought his first half was exceptional when the heat was on.
I thought it was very clever to come back inside to Thring. Knew Thring had peeled off the back of the contest, found Thring at the true centre forward, and was able to run into a nice goal.
Well, the Eagles was a never-say-die effort by them, and they were still in the game here when Fitzgerald snagged this goal. It just kept curling around, and it very tempting, and then it just floated through for a goal. But North Adelaide had all the answers, and this man, Lewis Johnston, well, this is probably the clutch goal of the game.
I would have thought Eagles would have been really disappointed they're kicking 4 goals too today.
Definitely the quarter by quarter, and it was always nip and tuck, always tight all the way through. Roosters probably setting it up in the first quarter sticks and then going on with 15-5-95 to 12-15-87.
A great result there for the Roosters. They roll on to play again next week. Let's have a look at their better players. James Bennett, Lee Riswick, Georgia Max Thring and Lewis Johnson, who finished with 4 goals, is very good for them. While for the Eagles, Chris Knights had 30 touches and 5 rebound 50s in what could be his last game for the club if, as expected, he leaves the Crows as a free agent and joins a new AFL club. Veteran Justin Cicalella played his last game for the Eagles as well. So let's have a look to next Sunday afternoon and the games as they take shape. In the early game, the Roosters, as we saw after that win, take on the Bulldogs. That'll be a beauty. And in the late game at Amy Stadium, Norwood meet West Adelaide after their wonderful win. Norwood, of course, finishing minor premier. We will preview both those games on Friday right here on In Daily.